Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Modern Exodus. A little bit different kind of video today. A little bit of a philosophy type of video, and reading some of the comments that I've received recently in some of my other videos. It got me thinking that maybe I should put this video out. And let me cut to the chase. There's been several people, quite a few people, that have commented and used words like fear. They're scared. They're stressed out. They're worried. They're frustrated. And it was concerning that there are people out there looking at what's going on in the world, and I get it. I get that there's reasons to be concerned. There's reasons to pay attention to what's going on in the world and act accordingly. I think that's a good term, act accordingly. But the problem is people are becoming infatuated and overcome with emotions based on something that has not happened yet. And that's really what I'm getting at here. And I understand it. I really do. I understand it. And I'm going to do my best to make this brief and to try to get to the point and move on. I'm sure you'll be thankful. So, all of us, we live, I'm sure probably most everybody has seen the movie The Matrix. And all of us live in what I call the Matrix. And the Matrix is basically all of our experiences, going to work, what we experience at work, what we see on the internet. If you're have screen time on your phone, what are you looking at? If you're on Facebook, you're on Reddit, you're on Substack, Instagram, whatever. Family, watching TV, watching the news, watching movies, TV shows, all of that is your matrix. And with a lot of people, and I used to think this way several years ago. They believe that what they see in their matrix is what everybody sees. And especially when it comes to social media, when it comes to your phone, your tablet, your laptop, almost every website you go to, every social media platform, the algorithm, including YouTube, by the way, the algorithm works. It works extremely well to provide you content that will keep you using that platform and that device as long as possible. And what many people often see is they'll get on there, and if you happen to watch cute cat videos, just for example, on YouTube, you're going to start getting fed more and more cute cat videos. And pretty soon, 75% of everything that shows up in your feed as you're scrolling is cute cat videos. And for many people, they're going to think, they're going to go to work and say, hey, did you happen to see that cute cat video on such and such? And that other person that they're talking to has never seen a cute cat video. Can't believe I'm talking about cute cat videos here. But anyways, they've never seen a cute cat video because that's not what the algorithm on their device is feeding them. It's feeding them something entirely different. And the point is that if you watch preparedness videos, if you watch videos that talk about the end of the world and about how bad things are, and the end is near, you're going to continue to get a lot of those videos. And the same thing happens over, again, on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, X, all that stuff. They all work similarly. And pretty soon, that could have quite an impact on your psyche and on your being, to where you think everybody thinks the world is coming close to an end. You know, we're going to have the zombie apocalypse. Cats and dogs are going to start getting along. You know, it's going to be bad. And when I read some of these comments where people are talking, and I feel for you, and I get it, that they're worried, they're concerned. You know, it really goes beyond concerned. They're scared. That concerns me, and I wanted to make this video. And the answer to this is a couple things. Excuse me. First off, I want to say this, and say this for the record. It might be okay. And what I mean by that is, you know, I could get on here and I could talk about the economy, inflation, monetary systems, economic systems, economic policy, global relationships and organizations, and war and division in America. I could talk about all that stuff, and I believe it. I believe it all, and I believe it's not much of these things are not good, but it still might be okay. It still might be okay for you. I recently had, when I asked the question in a video, do you feel it? Do you feel some sense that things are not going well and we need to prepare and maybe something bad is around the corner? I had a few people that came out and said, no, not really. My life is great. And I love to see that. And there's no doubt there are people out there that life is great right now. And it could turn out just fine. Now, I will go ahead and counter that with, everything that's going on in the world as I see it, and how things are trending over the last decade. It doesn't look real good. I will admit that. But there's still a chance everything might be okay. So, or not turn out as bad as many people are predicting. It could be just more of the same or less of the same. So that's number one. Number two is, if you truly believe that things are bad, that things are going to get worse, and you're scared, you're worried, throw in any other descriptive word you want, then what I would say to you within your abilities is to make a change. And I'm going to try to wrap this up. I don't want this video to go too long. But make a change. And what I mean by that is think outside the box and think about what it is, what would make you happier, what would make you more satisfied, what could ease that fear so that you weren't as scared, you weren't as worried. Put a plan together and engage that plan. Get that plan going. And realize it may not go 100% correct. It may not go exactly as you plan. That's okay. We all have setbacks. But enact that plan. It's like, you become a teenager, a young adult, you get a car, and you might get into an accident. So what do? You get insurance. And you try to drive carefully. That's a logical plan. You get in an accident. Hopefully it's not serious. and you have insurance, you get the car fixed, and you move on with your life. That's what I'm talking about. The other thing is to change that algorithm. Go watch, if what you watch and you doom scroll all day, or every time you get on your device, you're looking at stuff that talks about how the end of the world's going to happen. Go watch some cute cat videos. How about that? Change that up so that you are getting some other type of content, because that's what's best for you mentally. And that's the real world. It's not all gloom and doom. You know, I'm not trying to portray that here on Modern Exodus. I'm trying to be realistic and provide some content that people are interested in. So, anyways, I'm going to end that here. And I'm going to go ahead and send this on. And I hope everybody has a fantastic day and a fantastic the rest of your week. And comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. If you have any other suggestions, if you think I'm wrong, there's no way it's going to turn out good, let me know that. But hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't. And above all, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you next time.
So I ran from the cities and the noise and lies, found a piece of ground under open skies. Hands in the dirt, sweat on my shirt, learning what living's really worth. While crooked men shake hands in rooms, selling souls to corporate suits. Society's sick, but I found the cure. A back road life, honest and pure. They can keep their throne and their golden news. This life out here's my modern exodus. I traded screens for a sunrise, callous palms, blisters, pride. Planted seeds where hope was.